At a time of economic and financial crisis, the prestige event for chemical technology and the processing industry manages to convey something resembling a spirit of optimism. We are highly satisfied. What is happening here is simply sensational. The ACHEMA derives its drive from enabling as many technical specialists as possible to talk about new technological developments on the stands, to discuss the latest results of research, and to communicate with the purchaser branches about their requirements. We can honestly say that we have had specialists from all over the world here. The topic that predominates in economically troubled times: efficiency. An example: the correct dimensioning of pumps. This exerts a considerable influence on the operational costs. If the pump chosen is too large, up to 20% of the overall output can suffer and lead to poor efficiency, and over time, this can add up to a lot of money. ACHEMA kicked off by tackling a hot iron: green genetic engineering. Attending were the Federal Minister for the Environment, Sigmar Gabriel, and BASF CEO, Stefan Markanowski. An extremely important aspect was raised by Minister Sigmar Gabriel, who urged participants not to engage in a zero-risk discussion, as every technology has its inherent risks. The second important point was that science must provide us with new findings and developments that take into account the arguments of those opposing green genetic engineering. And the third point raised, and I found this really impressive, both industrial representatives, Mr. Markanowski and Mr. van der Busch, have spoken clearly in favor of supporting Germany as a center for research. Overall, the week saw more than 170,000 visitors from across the world passing through the halls. Almost 3,800 exhibitors, including institutes and research institutes, take the opportunity to present new developments in chemical technology, environmental protection, and associated fields. From seals to pumps and general cargo logistics, the ACHEMA 2009 caters for them all. A tour of the halls has been worthwhile for the visitor. I am particularly interested in thermal technology. The information available here is very extensive. There are several different areas represented, and you can find competent contact partners. Very informative, broad-based, very wide spectrum. There are so many new innovations and new developments on show that it takes a little time to take everything in. Numerous companies are present that are already also represented in Tartastan. Many machines and technologies have already been integrated into many companies. At the moment, there are a wide range of large-scale projects in the petrochemical, oil, chemical, and gas industry. These require modern solutions, technologies, and innovations. We have been at the exhibition for 2 days now, and we are already convinced that we will be able to take some very successful solutions home with us. The exhibitors are also to be found in a satisfied mood. Unanimous opinion? The contacts established via discussions are very promising. No sign of crisis. Experience has shown that about half of the contacts also actually lead to further cooperation. A fine result for the organizers, for whom the work is far from over, as the ACHEMA is followed by ACHEMA Asia, and it's being staged in Beijing in 2010.